Hi, everybody. This is Lauren Ramsey with the Wise News Network. We're here at the Charitable Animal Hospital. We're going to be interviewing Allison Guest Still. She is the president of the Association of Welfare for Animals, and she's going to be telling us a little bit about her organization. So come along.
I always like talking about Association for the Welfare of Animals. As a volunteer for a different welfare organization way back in 98, 99, after spending about 10 years with them, realizing that the focus of that organization was changing and moving away from a concentration on assisted spay neuter, I just decided that my efforts needed to be elsewhere. And so I left that organization. When I did, three other volunteers for that same organization felt the same way I did. They left as well. We all talked on the phone and decided we were going to start another organization that would focus specifically on lowering the cost of spay or neuter for pet owners in the community. And that's why we formed it. So trap, neuter, return, honestly, I believe is needed everywhere. I don't know that I've ever been anywhere where there are not cats that are living in the brush, out behind businesses, on Main Street, ducking down into the gutters. They show up there because others in their past have not chosen to spay or neuter, and they very possibly were born on the street. Um, a lot of times people will have their pet cats and they will be in one residence, but they will realize that they need to make a move. They'll make that move, but they'll leave their precious cats behind. Um, the cats, if not spayed or neutered, do what cats do best, and I'm telling you, they are very proficient at reproducing. TNR stands for trap, neuter, return. Neuter referring to both spay and a neuter in this case. Cats are trapped at a specific location. They are taken to the clinic for surgery. Through our program, they are treated as best they can be in a low-cost spay neuter setting for whatever problems present, whether it be flea infestation, ear mites, possibly light infection, topical treatment of wounds, injections of antibiotics for those wounds, whatever they can do in that fast setting for that cat while it is there, we do, because we know we may not be able to get our hands on that cat ever again. But anyway, so it goes to the clinic. It is spayed, neutered, and treated. We test the cats that go through our program, and the program is called Born Free Felines. We test those cats to find out if they're positive or negative for feline leukemia and FIV. Also, another test that's done is for heartworms. If they are positive for FIV or leukemia, they are euthanized because those cats reintroduced to where they were trapped is not only a risk to their own lives of suffering a horrible, long, drawn out death, but also it risks the health of other healthy animals in that colony. If a cat is trapped and it's released in a different location, um, there's a good chance that it won't survive. So we don't do that. Whatever we trap is returned to the place it was trapped. We believe and know that it is cruel to trap, neuter, and return an animal to a location other than where it was. Just imagine yourself in that situation. You're put out in the middle of a desert, say, whenever you came from a metro area. You're not going to know what to do to survive. Once the cat is reintroduced to its location where it was trapped, for at least a year, all of those vaccines and all those treatments will be good, and it will benefit the cat and the colony and the people that live around it. So Wags and Whiskers actually began as paws. So when we all volunteered for the previous organization, we sold these paper paws that the whole project's modeled after the muscular dystrophy, sale of shamrocks, the Children's Miracle Network sale of hot air balloons, the pieces of paper that people will buy for whatever, $1 in our case, minimum is $1. And then they're allowed to put their name or their pet's name or, a chosen person's name on it, and put it up in the window. Used to see a lot of that, but we don't really see the shamrocks and the hot air balloons that much anymore. But we modeled that project after that, and we sold paws originally. But of course, when we parted ways with the other organization and began our own, we decided we needed to change it. So we changed it from a paw to a food bowl. It still has a place for you to write the name of a special pet on there, and you can give any amount of money that you'd like in order to have that bowl posted in the window of the business where you buy it. But the proceeds for that just go into our general fund, and we use it to pay vet bills for folks who struggle to maybe make an emergency visit to the vet, and also subsidize our low-cost spay neuter program and our TNR program. The best way to support our organization is to spread the word about our programs, and then, of course, also to donate, because without support from the community financially, we would not be able to do what we do. And that support can come financially in many different ways. We're standing in an exam room at Cherryville Animal Hospital, and without this veterinarian's business, we would not have been able to come as far as we have. At the time when we put our work out for bid, so to speak, this business is the only one that responded with the offer to give us a discount on the work that we brought here. As a result, we've been doing business here for 25 years, going on 26. But the financial donations, the financial contributions from the public is what keeps us going. It's what keeps money in the pot for the TNR. It's what keeps money in the pot for the subsidy of the low-cost spay-neuter program that we have. And I will mention that when we have the money in it, we also have a special price for pit bulls, because at any given time, at any shelter, anywhere, I would say in the general area of probably a radius of at least 100, 150 miles from here, the majority of the animals in that shelter are going to be a pit bull mix of some sort. Our goal is to keep them out of the pound. In order to do that, the only way to do that is to spay and neuter and prevent them from being born in the first place. So we have a special price for that. We do have some opportunity for the community to help with hands-on. And we would love to see that. We have projects throughout the year. Some are fundraisers and some are just events. But we have Blessing of the Animals in October, which is an event that recognizes the blessing of the animals, which is an international event, I'll say. But it's a day of recognition celebrated all over the world. We recognize it in Shelby on the Court Square with luminaries. People can buy luminaries in honor of their either living or deceased pets. The Doghouse Derby that we have in the fall is a day where volunteers come in, and we're looking for volunteers for that all the time, come in to build the dog houses out of the kits that we pre-cut and assemble that day. We paint them that day. They're ready to go by the end of the day. You can either come out and help build those dog houses, or you can sponsor a dog house and have your pet's name put on the side of it. The other fundraisers that we have, go out and buy a bowl at your local business. We have several businesses in Cherryville that we are grateful to for participating in this project. And when you drive by and you can see a bowl up in the window, stop in there and buy a bowl. Cherryville Animal Hospital is selling them right here. So anything, you could always call. Call me and call AWA's number and talk to me, and we'll figure out a way to get you involved.
That's all for today, everybody. So you can check this out on the Wise News Network website, and you can see us on Facebook and everywhere else. The link will be below.